Hello, yeah, welcome back to our third video, still on lesson one, and I hope you've been having a great time. Alright, so our last video we learned entering questionnaires, coding, and coding questionnaire data. I hope you were able to perfect your skills and get more things to work on. So I've colored it red and that means we are done with that. If you have questions, don't forget to send to my email address. So in this video, we will be looking at exporting and importing data, then merging files. Yeah, I hope we can cover both in this video because I don't want it to be too long, so it won't bore you. Alright, exporting and importing data. Now, you can import any almost any data into SPSS as long as it's a spreadsheet. Okay, so I want to open a new SPSS file. Control N does that well. So now this is fresh. Now I have this document on my desktop. Okay, yeah, property. Let me just open and close it back so you see what's inside. Alright, so Excel can take a lot of I mean, oh, it's early morning, sorry. I've been up all night. Okay. Um, can take a lot of data types. From Excel, from CSV, tab delimited. CSV is comma separated variable. Then we have tab delimited fixed text from SAS, from Starter, from DBase, from Bluetooth, and so on. So we've seen that SPSS can interact with those ones and use the data from those platforms. Use it here successfully. Alright, so this is the Excel file that was just opened. These are the country, the poverty index of countries and the year. Okay, so this is country less than 1.25, less than 2.0. Okay, now we want to bring this into SPSS. Of course, we can copy and paste. Copying and pasting. That means I think we've seen one like that where we copied from. In the last video, we copied from Excel and pasted um, in SPSS. It's Wi-Fi. We can do that here too. And copy and paste. Okay, let's just try it. Copy, Control C, and paste in the new. Let's see what happens. Okay, so automatically SPSS coded this variable one as a string. You can see it has um, num- um, nominal variable with a here, and the type here is string. Here, because they are numbers, it's made them scale, which is very appropriate. All right, so this is fine, except you want to change the names to country, then variable for year. Okay, then that will be fine when the data is ready to use. All right, so we can the same way we can bring in CSV files also. So I'm going to delete all these, all cases removed. Okay. So close the Excel sheets. I don't need it. All right, so from here, also, sorry, I want to import the Excel sheets. So I'm coming to this yellow folder here. Then I'll come here. I'll, um, so file tab to check the XLS. Then I have my data here, the poverty data. Once double clicked, it brings out some specifications to so as to know how to treat the data set. All right, so worksheets we are working with, there's just one sheet open there. So if there were more than one worksheet, this is where you change the worksheet. Range, you leave it. Read variable names from first row. Yes, because the variable name is from first row most times in Excel. Percentage of values less than blah blah blah. Ignore hidden rows and columns. Okay, so this is fine. You can say okay. All right. So here we don't need additional formatting, not necessarily. No, this is better than copy and paste. This is for import. Now, if I want to export the same data, say into a CSV format, say export. Okay, so I want to export this. Well, I already have it as Excel file. I want to export it as a CSV data this time around. So CSV. Now call it export. Okay, export CSV. Then save. All right. So if I should check my desktop, I have this export. So CSV is just like Excel, but it's quite good to you keep seeing CSV files in your journey in analytics. All right. Okay, so that's it on importing and exporting. All right, importing and exporting. Let's cancel this. I'll just leave it. Now the next thing is to merge files. To merge files. Now this is the stuff we worked on the other time. It's just I've made some changes on the data sets, but it's still the same configuration. Still the same. Strongly agree, and so on. So now, if we want to bring in a want to bring in another data, let's say someone else has been filling this questionnaire and we want to join this this data set with what the person has been filling. So it's expected that the person has the same number of variables, calls them the same name of variables, and has coded them the same way, or else that would result in a huge error. All right. So because I have duplicated this and it's on the desktop, um, yeah. So it's data entry parts. All right, yeah, one or two. All right. So I'm going to from B. Where is B? Okay. So I'm going to add more. I'm going to add more variables. I'm going to file. Okay, now I'm going to data. Merge files. From data go to merge files. Then add cases because I'm adding cases this time. I'm adding responses from the other questionnaires. So in a case where several people has worked on a project, on a survey, and you are just to join them together. You don't have to do copy and paste as long as they're encoded well and everything is fine. So add cases. All right. So from where I'm going to say an external SPSS because it's not opened. Browse. All right. So it brought me to desktop, and I have okay data entry queue. And I open continue. All right. So I'm fine. It's telling me all these variables are active. They are all there. So I'm saying okay. Now from 20 observations, I have extra 20, making 40 observations. So I've added more cases to what I have originally. So here I have 40, and I'm going to save B. Okay, so one more thing before we go, still talking on merging and yeah, still talking on merging. We've learned how to merge cases now. We are going to be learning how to merge variables. So what if what I want to merge is not what has been measured before? I need other variables here. I need a variable here. I need a variable here to complete it as 20. Okay. So still on my desktop, I already have add variables data. It contains just two variables. I will be adding them to B. So this document B. Alright. So here, coming to file. Okay, so coming to data, merge, and add variables. And I'm going to say an external SPSS. Okay. Then I'm going to take add variables and double click. Okay. Add variables. Then continue. And I'm going to say okay. Alright. So now I have if this pop up. Now I have V19. What that was it was named V19 in the former um, file. So V19 and V20. Okay. V19, V20, and still have 40 observations. So I'm going to save this, and that's the end for class 1. We've been able to learn how to add variables, how to add cases to your data set, how to enter data manually, either secondary or primary data. And we've learned about the interfaces of SPSS. So we had a pop-up the other time when we added cases, and was here, this guy, and this is called the output view. You can see output. So it's the output view. It gives you the commands or the outputs of any analysis run from the data editor. So now, for now, I've not run any analysis, so this is not important to me. So I'm going to close this and not save it. Save content. No, I still have my data view and it's saved. So I'm going to close this as well. Close this. close this. Close everything. Okay. So that will be the end of the class for lesson 1. Thank you very much. Stay watchful. Thank you.